Imagine waking up tomorrow to find your 300,000 dream home now costs less than a Tesla Model 3. Sounds impossible? Right now, as we speak, robotic arms are printing entire neighborhoods across America for $20,000 per house. And this isn't some distant future prototype. These homes are already being lived in, already passing inspections, and already terrifying every real estate developer and bank executive in the country. By the time we finish this video, you'll understand exactly why this technology is about to trigger the biggest housing market collapse since 2008, and more importantly, how you can profit from the chaos that's coming. Now, before you dismiss this as science fiction, let me show you the cold, hard numbers that prove this revolution is unstoppable. The traditional housing market is broken beyond repair. The average American home now costs 8 times the median income. Construction takes 6 to 8 months if you're lucky. And let's be honest, most new builds are cheaply made cardboard boxes disguised as luxury homes. Enter 3D printing technology that's solving all 3 problems simultaneously. Icon, the leader in this space, just printed a 2,000 square foot home in Austin for $45,000. That's 90% cheaper than conventional construction. Their Vulcan printer can complete an entire house shell in just 24 hours of printing time. And these aren't ugly concrete blocks. We're talking modern, architect-designed homes with curved walls and smart home systems baked right into the printed structure. Now, I know some of you are thinking, great, now my landlord will have an even cheaper way to build my overpriced studio apartment. But stick with me, because the ripple effects of this technology go far beyond just cheap housing. Here's what happens when $20,000 homes go mainstream. First, construction jobs evaporate overnight. Why pay a crew of 20 workers for months when 3 technicians can supervise printers for a day? The Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts 40% of traditional construction jobs could disappear by 2030 thanks to automation. Second, existing home values collapse. Who's going to pay $500,000 for a 1980s ranch house when they can get a brand new, custom-designed printed home for 1/5 the price? This creates a nightmare for banks holding millions of 30-year mortgages on rapidly depreciating assets. Third, and this is where it gets really interesting, the entire real estate investment model flips upside down. BlackRock and other institutional buyers are already positioning themselves by acquiring massive portfolios of 3D printed rental properties. They know that when housing becomes this cheap to produce, the money shifts from property appreciation to cash flow. But here's what nobody's talking about yet. The real fortune won't be in the homes themselves. It will be in controlling the 3 key components that make this revolution possible. Let me walk you through exactly how to position yourself before this tsunami hits. First, the printer manufacturers. Companies like Icon and Cobod are the picks and shovels of this gold rush. As demand explodes, their equipment sales and licensing deals will skyrocket. Second, the material suppliers. This isn't regular concrete. The special mixes with recycled materials and additives are proprietary formulas worth billions. Whoever controls these recipes controls the industry. Third, and most overlooked, the design platforms. When homes become software files that anyone can customize and print, the AutoCAD of 3D printed architecture will be worth more than most construction companies today. Here's your 3-step action plan. First, research local zoning changes. Many cities are fast-tracking approvals for printed homes. Second, follow the venture capital. Where Silicon Valley is investing reveals the next hotspots. Third, consider shorting traditional homebuilder stocks when this trend gains mainstream attention. 5 years from now, we'll look back at 2024 as the year everything changed. The first 3D printed skyscraper is already underway in Dubai. Universities are printing student housing for 60% less than dorms cost to build conventionally. Disaster relief organizations are deploying mobile printers to rebuild communities after hurricanes in days instead of years. And yes, someday soon, your parents will finally admit that your 3D printer hobby was actually a brilliant investment strategy all along. But if you think this market disruption is wild, wait until you see what's happening in esports betting. Gen Z is quietly building fortunes through an underground $200 billion industry that makes Wall Street look outdated. Click here next to learn how they're doing it and how you can get positioned before the masses catch on. Smash that like button if you want more unfiltered truth about next-generation wealth building, and subscribe because next week we're revealing how AI is creating a new class of teenage millionaires in the most unexpected niche. First 100 commenters get our free future-proof investing checklist.